This is the month everyone has been waiting for.
Summer's finally over, the kids are back in school, and the best part, HHN season has arrived.
I think we heard the best way to describe summer is like, it's the unskippable ad.
We have made it.
We have made
through the ad.
So this is everything that you need to know if you are visiting Universal Orlando in the month of September.
It's gonna be so good.
Per usual, we're gonna start with park hours.
As is tradition.
Because you need to know, you need to plan your day. You need to know when to show up. You need to know when the parks are gonna close so that you can plan your dinners and everything in between.
Well, and especially for this particular month, knowing that there's stuff to do during daytime, but then if you wanna stay up late, you need to know what hours these parks are available. Like, it's a whole thing.
Starting at Universal Studios, we've got really two distinct sections or timeframes or like event dates, things to consider.
Types of days.
Types of days. You've got the days that HHN is occurring and the days that HHN is not occurring.
Just to be clear with this, we're talking about the daytime hours over at studios. There are some particular days of the week where HHN does happen, and there's others where it's an HHN-free evening.
HHN occurs Wednesdays through Sundays during the month of September, and on those days, Universal Studios will be open from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. Now, there is one exception, Labor Day weekend. During Labor Day weekend, so September 5th and 6th, Universal Studios will be open from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m.
Because those are HHN nights.
Those are HHN nights. They just open up 1 hour. 1 hour to the left.
On non-HHN days over at studios, which are Mondays and Tuesdays, the park is open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. You get a couple extra hours those days. Except for one day in September, which is September 22nd. The park will be open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
If you are visiting Universal Studios during the daytime, so prior to Halloween Horror Nights, do still expect that Halloween Horror Nights props will be out and about. A lot of the more graphic, gory things are going to be covered up. However, if you want to see some of the props, kind of see what HHN has to offer, minus the gore, take a meander around, see what it's all about.
Yeah,
you won't. It'll be all over the place.
Moving over to Islands of Adventure. Islands of Adventure, man, we thought we were going to give you all the park hours and like read them all out, but Islands is everywhere in the month of September.
And so in lieu of messing something up or giving so many exceptions to the normal rule, we're just going to throw a graphic on the screen so that you can plan accordingly if you're visiting Islands of Adventure.
Make sure you check the mobile app. These are the most recent park hours, but Universal does like to make changes and updates throughout the weeks. And so give yourself a check before your visit in September over at Islands just to make sure that the park hours still align when you go.
Volcano Bay is pretty simple. This month we're starting to transition to a much more laid back, lazy sort of Volcano Bay season.
It's out of peak season.
Out of peak season. We're out of the summertime. Kids are back in school. So Volcano Bay is going to be open from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. with, again, the exception of that Labor Day weekend in which the 5th, 6th, and 7th of September, Volcano Bay will be open from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m.
And then finally, Epic Universe. Epic Universe is open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for the month of September, except for one day, September 29th, where the park will be open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. That one's an easy one.
That one's easy.
At the end of this video, we'll talk a bit more about Labor Day weekend and what you can expect for crowds for the month. And we have some mixed feelings about this Labor Day weekend.
Yeah. There's been some very interesting happenings on the holiday weekends at Universal Orlando this year. If you're staying on site or have a Premier Pass or just really access to early park admission, you're going to want to take advantage still because let's just be honest, even with the summer crowds kind of dwindling down, early park admission is a lot cooler and it's a great jump start to your day.
We get a lot of questions on when is the best time to hit Hagrid's, and I can tell you about 99.9% of the time, our answer is during early park admission.
Especially now that Hagrid's doesn't have Express Pass, like getting to Hagrid's first thing in the morning, well, it also means you got to get to those security gates first thing in the morning to be able to get to Hagrid's in an expeditious, timely manner, is key.
But EPA, it is the best time to go hit Hagrid's and then go to Velocicoaster and just start your day off strong. But enough with that. Let's actually talk about when you can do EPA.
Early park admission will be over at Islands of Adventure. Early park admission will open up 1 hour prior to general park admission. You also have early park admission over at Epic Universe. That will open up 1 hour prior to general park admission. And Volcano Bay is 30 minutes prior to general park admission.
that 30 minutes
It's
give you
key.
quite
Oh, yeah.
the jump start on everybody over at Volcano Bay. One of my favorite experiences is Ben and I went and did EPA at Volcano Bay on a trip way back when now.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
And we got to ride the aqua coaster back to back to back because there just wasn't anybody else there in line at the time. They just let us stay on. We didn't have to get back off the boat. The canoe, the coaster. But it was cool. Now, it's not a guarantee all the time, but if you want to go and ride some really fun aqua coaster, if you just want to have a great time at Volcano Bay, EPA is fantastic. It does make for a longer day, but it is fun.
You're like, hey, I want to get a jump start at Islands of Adventure for Hagrid's. Like, understand that those security gates will also open up 1 hour prior to early park admission. So if like early park admission's at 8 a.m., those security gates will open up at 7. So get in line a little before 7 so that you can get through them, get through security, get to the gates. You might be hanging out for a minute, but then you'll be very quickly through those gates and on to Hagrid's.
If you're visiting in the month of September, another piece that's very important that you'll want to know ahead of time are what rides can you ride and what's closed.
There aren't really that many closures or new closures really across the Universal Orlando landscape. Over at Universal Studios, Finnegan's remains closed. Their walls are decreasing. That alley throughout the summer was predominantly closed off, but we're seeing the walls go closer and closer to that Finnegan's entryway. We also have the horror makeup show, which is, again, a continued closure up until the winter.
Can we take a moment and have a moment of silence for Fast and Furious?
Family.
Okay, let's move on over to Islands of Adventure. That was a great moment.
A great moment.
Over at Islands of Adventure, Jurassic Park River Adventure has been closed throughout this year for major refurbishments, and it will still remain closed in the month of September. We will continue reporting on this at every monthly update until it reopens in hopefully mid-November. If you were a Thunder Falls Terrace fan, just be aware that Thunder Falls Terrace is also closed. They will be doing a major overhaul for that restaurant, and we cannot wait to see what it looks like and what foods they offer.
And finally, Lost Continent is going to continue. You're going to continue to see walls. You're going to continue to see things getting torn down as they re-theme the Lost Continent area, except for Mythos, because Mythos right now, 2027.
They could call Lost Continent like construction wall continent right now, because that's really, aside from Mythos, that's about all that lives in Lost Continent at this point.
I mean, you do have fire eaters. You do have fire eaters.
You have fire eaters? Okay, and there's a little bit of a gift shop still to buy like How to Train Your Dragon merch. But that's about it.
Still a little bit.
It's quite the pass-through area at this time.
Over at Epic Universe, the Untrainable Dragon will be closed from September 15th through September 20th for a little bit of a refurb.
If I was visiting during that week of September over at Epic Universe and I didn't get to see the show, I'd be so disappointed because it's so great. And I'm just going to keep talking about how wonderful this show is so that Ben can clip in a ton of different shots of the Untrainable Dragon show. So that way, if you're going during that time, you can at least see these clips and feel like you were kind of there. And I think that's all I can keep saying before Ben cuts this off too quickly.
Yeah, we'll definitely see how this goes in the edit. Over at Volcano Bay, there is nothing currently closed for the month of September. We just do want to continue to make you aware that Volcano Bay is going to be into an extended closure starting in October. And so plan accordingly. If you want to visit Volcano Bay between now and the extended closure, like get on it. Get on it in September.
The final opportunity to visit Volcano Bay for a little while until
2027.
April of 2027, in fact. Shall we move on to the next
section? The most complicated thing that we have in this video, pass holder blockout dates.
You're right, this one is really complex.
Really complex. So pay attention, get your notepads. There are no blockout dates for annual pass holders in the month of September. Round's complete. Now what everybody's here for, the special events.
First off, holidays at Universal.
Christmas. We actually, I mean, it's fun. And it's funny, like Christmas is like, you got to start planning, which is true.
The holidays at Universal are coming.
They're coming.
And although there is one other slightly larger event that happens before holidays at Universal, which we will get to, let's make sure that Christmas is not forgotten in the upcoming months. The holidays at Universal will officially start on November 14th this year. And if you enjoy doing the holiday tours, you can go and book your holiday tour right now. In fact, I've already done it. Ben and I will be going with my parents. We're very excited about it. And locking in that holiday tour, I don't know. It has me ready before Christmas time right now.
We're getting a bit ahead of ourselves, so if you want tickets to the holiday tour, hop on the app, hop on the website, get them ahead of time. That's enough Christmas for now because we got spooky season. Halloween Horror Nights is starting just next week at the time of filming, and will be continuing throughout the entire month of September and into October and briefly into November.
I don't know if you guys have been watching that we put out videos about HHN.
We are excited.
But we're stoked for this year. It is HHN 35. We have major icons coming back to the park. We have huge IPs. And the scare zones are looking fantastic. By the time this video is going for the month of September, the scare zones will be
generally complete because team member previews are the next day when we release this video. We also recently have gotten some sneak peeks at food menus.
Ooh, yes.
Not the whole food menus, so expect that there's going to be continual releases maybe this week, or maybe Universal's just going to hold them until the event actually starts. Also, we are going to have a full food video. So if you want to see our reactions to food, what we think of the foods, where to get the foods, be sure to subscribe because that video is the first one that we are going to be filming this HHN season.
In fact, that food video comes out after this one. That'll be the next one.
That'll be the next video.
Out and live, so stay tuned for that and subscribe. You don't want to miss it. There's a lot of food and I can't wait to eat it all. It's going to be so yummy.
What is your biggest sleeper this season, do you think?
For food?
Food, scare zone, houses, biggest sleeper, do you think?
I didn't think about this one. He's hitting me.
I'm going Ozzy. I think Ozzy is the one that I'm like.
Really?
I know in the preseason rankings it was it was still pretty high. It was in the top half. I think it was like 4, if I remember correctly.
You put it up pretty high.
I think even that one has the potential to move up from 4.
Well, in my preseason ranking, if we're talking houses, I put Hellraiser really high.
You did.
And you don't think Hellraiser is going to be that high, so I'm going to call that my sleeper for the year.
Interesting.
The movies are peculiar. I enjoyed them, and I do think that they can do a really great job with this house. Not to mention, imagine Pinhead, this tall person with just this crazy face coming out of nowhere at you. Ugh, I have no words, but I think Hellraiser is going to be, I don't know if I can consider it a sleeper because I expect it to be good, but maybe other people will be pleasantly surprised by it.
What's your biggest concern for the season?
Rain.
Yep, same. Talking about weather, right? Rain is a prime consideration as we move into September. Like, understand, there's corn in the Fortnite scare zone. It's gonna rain. It's especially if you're going night 1. Plan for rain almost every single night of Halloween Horror Nights, or even during the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know we like to wear cute shoes when we go to HHN. You go get your Doc Marten boots and your fishnet stockings and you're all dressed up. Sometimes a good pair of waterproof shoes get you a lot further for the evening. And although I might not look so cute in my purple Hokas, my feet will be comfortable and dry all evening long.
We are in the meat of hurricane season, so there is always that potential for a hurricane in September as well as October. So just plan accordingly. Just bring a poncho because I don't want you to spend, $15, $17, $20 on a poncho at Universal.
They whip those ponchos out on a rainy night and man, they have to make a bunch of money off of that.
So hop on Amazon, get a Frog Talk poncho,
We do love
bring an
our Frog
umbrella, just to plan for the rain accordingly. During the day, it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot at HHN too, especially in the month of September. It's like, it's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. There's going to be rain. Plan accordingly so that you can make the most of your day as well as Halloween Horror Nights night.
It's funny because a lot of people think you hit September and then it's like, ooh, it's fall and it's going to be cooler out. And although the sun will start coming up later and setting earlier, and so we've got a little bit shorter days, it still kind of feels like summer as far as the heat and the humidity goes. So make sure you bring sunscreen, make sure you're prepared for the rain, make sure you can keep yourself cool, hydrated, so that way, especially if you're enjoying the parks during the day and into the late nights, well, you're comfortable throughout it all. Take that midday siesta that we rave about.
The one thing I am very excited for is that we still get the wristbands for Stay and Scream and can hop into AC. Like one of those core memories from HHN past is staying in those cattle corrals when it was just so stinking hot.
There was something
baking
about,
in the sun.
Hey, we're gonna go queue up and instead of being in a line in New York frying, on the asphalt
Yep.
to be able to go and
Just enjoy
you know
the
what?
parks.
I'm just gonna go sit in a soundstage and wait for Five Nights at
Yeah.
Freddy's last year. I actually loved that.
That was great.
It was a nice, chill way to start our evening instead of baking.
I'm gonna go to Diagon Alley and just
Yeah.
like hang out with the
Let me
Death
go
Eaters.
wander.
Yeah, just let me go wander. Like I'm also very curious to see how that new Stay and Scream operation will work.
Especially with the 2 p.m. house openings, I think that will be very
It'll be fun.
interesting. I'm curious, like, how do you guys think the 2 p.m. house openings will go? In just a couple days, we're going to know how well it actually functions, but it will also make for an interesting challenge.
Hint, hint.
Into the season.
Yep. September crowds honestly look pretty good. The kids are back in school, particularly during the day. During the day. Halloween Horror Nights, going to be busy. Just expect that. It's a very popular event. It's an anniversary year. So if you're going to Halloween Horror Nights, going to be busy, particularly on the weekends. Daytime, parks are great.
The very first time Ben and I ever came during HHN season, we expected to have crowds all day long.
Yep.
And we ended up being shocked. Although the crowds are busy at HHN, during the daytime, we had paid for Express Pass ahead of time, only to go, we don't really need it.
Yep.
Now, it's not 100% that you won't need Express Pass during your visit in September, especially if you're coming on weekends, because there will still be more people around on Friday, Saturday, Sundays. But because everyone's back in school,
summer vacations are over.
The daytime over at Island Studios and even Epic, arguably, they're pretty darn nice.
There is one weekend, Labor Day weekend, that we are like, it could be busier.
It feels like a flip of a coin.
It feels like a flip of a coin these days because we've said the same thing about Memorial Day. We said the same thing about 4th of July.
Yeah.
We said the same thing about like some of the major summer like weekends. And then we check the app and we're like, where is everybody?
Yeah, Memorial Day was dead. 4th of July was dead. And so this Labor Day, although I still have a hesitation of it could be quite busy, well, I really don't know what to tell you this year. Like, it's expected to be busy, but the last 2 holiday weekends we've had weren't.
Plan for it to be busy, and if it's not, great.
Yeah.
That would be my...
Set your expectations low.
Yep. And you'll be ready to go.
You'll be pleasantly surprised.
That is everything that you need to know if you're visiting Universal Orlando in the month of September. Spooky season's here, guys. And so we are excited to continue to bring you along with us, tell you everything that we learned, re-rack and stack what the houses are. It's going to be a great season.
Ben's got about 4 days to catch up on sleep. Wish him the best of luck in editing a video as quickly as possible here real soon.
We'll see you in the fog. Thanks for watching.
Bye.